Welcome back to our channel.
Oppie and Aya.
Ayo and Oppie.
We're glad to be back. We're excited.
Yes, we are.
Because, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but we're back. That's the most important thing.
We can start explaining, but then it's all excuses. But we're happy to be back, and we're just going to go straight into it.
Straight to the cocoa. What have we got today?
What we've got today? Are you asking me or I'm supposed to be asking you?
Okay, I'll tell you what we've got today. So I don't know if you guys remember, well you should remember.
Yeah.
We had a video about jealousy.
About a month ago.
About a month ago. And we said that, you know, it entails so much, we're going to talk about so much that we're going to even have to split it into two.
Yeah.
You know, remember how we used to do like Nollywood movie part 1, 2,
part 2, part 2.
Well,
part
this
3.
this is part 2.
Yeah. So this is the part 2 of the jealousy video. If you've not seen the first one, the link is in the description below. So please click on it, watch the first one, because in the first part of the video we talked about jealousy from an envy perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, from an envy point of view, whereby you are upset or angry because you want what someone else has, and you know, so you're envious of them, you're envious of their success, you're envious of the things that they have achieved.
Yeah.
You know, and we explained that that was wrong, and it was, as Christians, as believers, as, you know, husband or wife, we need to break out.
Exactly. So
the boundaries.
Just watch that video. It will explain a whole lot and put a lot into context.
Yeah, about jealousy. So now today's video is the second part of the video where we want to talk about jealousy proper, where this now involves love. And that's the difference. So this now involves love, and the title of today's vlog or video is jealousy over you're distracting me. So jealousy over someone you love. Do you understand?
Yes.
And is that sign language or is just dance choreography?
Yeah, it's just choreography.
So jealousy over someone you love. Okay. So we're going to be answering a few questions, and we're going to be painting a few scenarios. We're going to be giving a few examples. And hopefully, by the end of this video, you know, we'll have been able to explain, you know, what it means, and also, you know, just shed some more light into this issue or topic
of jealousy. Yeah.
So let's dive into it. Where do we start from?
Baby, you ask this question all the time. You know where we start from.
Okay, so let's start from the genesis. Let's start from the foundation. Okay, and usually when we want to start from the genesis, we're either going to go into the dictionary or we're going to go into the scriptures. Today, we're going to look at both the dictionary and the scriptures to lay the foundation, and then we build from there.
It's building blocks.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Okay, guys. So for understanding's sake, let's look at the dictionary definition of jealous. So when we say jealous, the first one says upset and angry because someone that you love seems interested in another person.
Someone that you love seems interested in another person. And just for argument's sake, you might want to paint the picture that someone else is interested in someone that you love.
Or twist it.
Yeah, just to twist it a bit. So sometimes jealousy occurs, or jealousy happens when one, let's say for example, a husband finds out that another man is interested in his wife. Do you understand? Then he becomes jealous because he loves his wife. So now the wife has not necessarily even shown any signs. Do you understand? That she's interested in him, you know, or the girlfriend has not shown any signs. But because another man is showing the signs, then the man expresses jealousy. Okay?
And one thing to point out here that I've just noticed is that the word seems interested in. So sometimes it could be in your mind. It could be something that you know is not even there.
It's not there.
You think it's there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll explain that one later.
We'll explain that in a minute, okay?
So,
stay with us.
Stay with us.
Let us break it down. Do you understand? When you say someone that you love, I can be jealous, you know, over my daughter because I love her. Do you understand? I don't know if I can paint or picture an example. You know, you can be jealous over a friend because you love them, you cherish their friendship. So
You
jealousy.
don't want someone else to come along.
Thank you. So I feel like jealousy is almost like you're protecting. Do you understand? You're shielding. Okay, so jealousy sometimes is being protective. You know,
Thin line.
thin line. We'll
Thin
come to
line,
that.
yeah.
So you're being protective over the person that you love.
That you love. Because, you're worried that they might be.
Yes, because you're worried or because, you know, and we'll break this thing down. Do you understand? If you want to take notes, take notes. Do you understand? If you want to rewind,
Can
rewind.
you tap on your iPad?
Type.
Let those grandmas at church.
Okay, let's you know, we want to keep this video short and sweet. Okay, and you'd appreciate it hopefully. Now, should we or shall we ask the question?
Is it acceptable
Yeah.
to be jealous?
Is it acceptable to be jealous in your relationship? Do you understand? In the sense that a husband is jealous over his wife because he loves her. A wife is jealous over her husband. Boyfriend is jealous over girlfriend. Girlfriend jealous over boyfriend. Do you understand? The question now, the big question is it okay?
Is it right?
Is it acceptable?
Is it acceptable?
To be jealous? Okay? Now, I don't know if I know the answers to that. We don't know if we know the answers to that.
No.
However,
But we're going to
based
try
on-
and get there.
Yes, based on our understanding, you know, and based on, you know, what we practice, we're going to just share the little knowledge that we have with you. And hopefully by the end of the video, you'd have taken one or two things and, you know, also leave your comments as well and share your own perspective so we understand. Now, the first scripture we want to look at can be found in the book of Exodus, chapter...
Exodus. Orikini.
Exodus chapter 34 and verse 14. And I'll read it real quick. It says, "You must worship no other gods, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a God who is jealous about his relationship with you." So this is God, okay? God is jealous about his relationship with us. And because he's jealous about his relationship with us, he does not want us to do what? To worship any other gods. This is God that created us, the God that we worship. Okay, so that's fine. Stay with us. The next scripture we want to read can be found in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 2. And it says, "For I am jealous over you." Now this was Paul speaking. Okay, "I am jealous over you with godly jealousy." Just underline the word godly jealousy. "For I have espoused you to one husband." Okay, "that I may present you a virgin to Christ." That's in the King James Version. The New Living Translation says, "For I am jealous for you with the jealousy of God himself. I promised you as a pure bride to one husband." So this tells us now, if you want to bring it back to relationships and back to marriage, God is jealous of us because he loves us, okay, and he wants us to worship him alone. Now, God, whether you believe it or not, as creatures, you know, as man, as woman, when God created us, he created us in his image and his likeness, okay? Now, because our God is a jealous God, okay, I would like to believe, or we would like to believe that we have jealousy as well.
Just like how Paul said he had jealousy.
Had jealousy.
Just the way.
And what do we call that? We call that godly jealousy.
Yeah.
So is it okay to be jealous? Perhaps the answer is yes. But now, let us term it as godly jealousy. And we'll explain that, you know, in a few. Because I have been jealous so many times. Do you understand?
That's all I'm saying.
And if I've been jealous 1 million times, she's been jealous like 10 million times.
Preach.
So what we're trying to say is that it is okay. Do you understand? It is in our nature because we are in the image and in the likeness of God. It is in our nature because we function like God. Do you understand? So it is in our nature to be jealous where love is. Do you understand?
And with there's a limit. There's
a limit, and we'll come to some of these things. So, you know, I'm allowed to be jealous, and there's many times I would express my jealousy. Do you understand? Because I love my wife, I am protecting my wife, you know, from the vultures out there.
You know yourselves, vultures.
You know, from the sharks.
The sharks.
You know, from the lions.
Hey!
So I am jealously guarding my wife, jealously protecting my wife. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But now in doing all of this, let's not go overboard.
That's it. Don't go overboard.
Let's not go overboard with jealousy. And we're going to give you some examples. We were watching a movie. What movie were we watching? Sorry.
Ow. Ow.
Sorry.
We watch many. Is it Congo?
Okay, the last one we watched, we literally watched one.
Yeah.
You understand? Called, what's it again?
Gongo.
Gone Gone. It's a Yoruba movie, sorry.
With Odunlade
We apologize, but I always watch it. She's always making
Uncle Odunlade, if you see this, hi. No, seriously, I will actually fam with him. Hi. You can holler at us.
Anyway, so yeah, it was a movie by, as she said, Odunlade Adekola. It's a Yoruba movie, and it's titled Gone Gone. We'll put the link in the bio.
Yeah.
Now, he was a jealous man.
He was very...
And he was jealous. And he loved his wife, no doubt. Do you understand? But he was so jealous that what did he do?
He stopped her from working. He told her, stop working, resign work.
Yeah, resign from your job. And the reason why, because he was selfish about it. And the reason why he said resign was because he did not want any other man looking at his wife.
That was his only reason. He did not want any other man.
Because it's like when he's at work, he's thinking about his wife, that maybe another man is looking at his wife, another man is touching up his wife, and things like that, And then out of jealousy, he forced, underline the word forced.
Yeah, he actually did.
Do you understand? So he forced her and he said, resign.
Resign from work, yeah.
Do you understand? And then watch the story. What happened at the end of the day was that she left him. Do you understand? But I'll leave you to watch it and see how things unfolded.
Pan out, yeah.
Do you want to give some examples of how you've been jealous?
I mean, I'm not a jealous person. I'm not a jealous person. I'm very... Okay. All right, I'll get very jealous.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, obviously it's human nature. Something that we have to deal with. Yeah. I think a lot of times I've been jealous in the sense, obviously, it's probably with another girl or just someone else taking your attention.
Yeah.
Usually another female.
Yeah.
And I will tell Ayo that I do not like this person. The thing is, the person hasn't even done anything to me. They haven't done anything to me, but I just know. Women, you just know. Women
always feel like they have this sixth sense, and they're able to know when another woman has ulterior motives. And to be honest and to be fair, 90% of the time they are right.
Say it again.
50% of the time they are right. You understand? So there's times when she's told me, baby, there's this girl, there's this person, I'm not too comfortable, with that relationship. That's her now expressing a bit of jealousy.
And obviously, I say it calmly like that. I say it with no anger.
No. So it obviously is, I see how she looks at you, for example. Do you understand? And sometimes you smile at her. You don't even necessarily know. You might not even be aware of these things, And then when you people are talking, there's a certain way and there's a certain vibe, And when I see it, blah blah blah. She went to get the full.
I'll give you a full breakdown.
Full analysis. Do you understand? And obviously this is me saying, I didn't notice any of these things that you said. However,
that even stresses me out even more.
That's because most times I think men are actually oblivious to some of these things.
There should be, what? You should actually put that sound there. Because they're not.
So men may be, oblivious to some of these things and, just see it as nothing. But anyway, so she expressed her jealousy. Do you understand? I listened to her. We talked about it a few times. And then, I had to then, we had to sort of adjust and I had to now address it. So what are we saying? There's ways to handle jealousy.
Definitely.
Whilst it is okay, do you understand, to be jealous. I love you. Do you understand? And I remember in that movie, the Odunlade movie, at the end of the movie, he was saying, he did everything he did because of love. And he genuinely did it because of love.
But she didn't feel like he loved her.
Thank you.
She didn't feel like he loved her. So what's the point?
So your approach to how you deal with jealousy is very key.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand? In your relationship, now a lot of men most times are commanders. You're the commander in chief. Say for example, one man has just dropped your girlfriend. In fact, your girlfriend, or let's even say husband and wife. Do you understand? Because I feel like when it's now husband and wife, it is deeper than boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So one, just like Paul said, one husband, one wife. So husband and wife, and then one man is dropping your wife from work. Do you understand? As a husband, I'll look out the window.
You now be peeping, waiting for her to come.
who is this guy? You know, you didn't tell me any guy was dropping you off. You know, and things like that. When she comes in, how I address the situation is very key. Now, a man can
give them 2 ways, maybe.
Okay, I'll give you 2 ways.
Give them way one.
Way one.
Way one.
Number one, the guy, as soon as she comes in, you know, like, who is that man? Who is that man? And he might start calling her names. You prostitute. You harlot. Always flirting with men. Why is a man dropping you? Who is that man? You never told me about him. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's me expressing my jealousy.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I love my wife. I don't want her to have that. I don't want any other man to have that kind of alone time with her or attention. You know, now perhaps it might just be, obviously, it might be that, you know, the man is actually trying his luck. Or it might just be a harmless, you know, colleague
helping.
That is helping the poor woman rather than taking the bus. You know, I live down the road, I'll give you a lift. Do you understand? However, if your husband, when she came, oh, okay, someone dropped you off. Oh, who is that? You didn't tell me someone was dropping you off. And she's like, oh, it's my colleague. His name is Tayo. You know, he lives down the road. And, you know, he's like, oh, wow, you live down the road. I can actually give you a lift. And then you and your husband can discuss it. What I've expected was, you know, probably you would actually discuss with me.
Yeah, I'm coming home with so-and-so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or I found a new colleague. Is it okay? So women
that
take
would have
notes.
killed the vibe, the bad vibe in the first place.
This is how you handle jealousy. Women take notes when men take notes. Do you understand? If we had discussed it before and then sort of reached an agreement, it might be that, you know, even after we discussed it as 2 adults, I was
big children.
Which is why children shouldn't go into marriage.
Simple.
Do you understand? 2 adults will sit down and discuss it. Oh, I'm not comfortable with this guy. Oh, he wants to drop you every day. I'll tell you what, yeah. I will try and pick you up once a week. He can drop you once a week, and the other 3 times, you know, from Monday to Friday, you know, you need to take a taxi until you fix your car. Do you understand? And whatever. But I'm just saying that you need to come to a solution. Rather than tell her or tell him, let this be the last time.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Let this be the last time, you know, any man drops you. Do you understand? So we need to be careful.
Exactly.
We need to be careful. And it is same with the woman as well. You know, who is this woman always calling you? Why is this person always calling you? I don't want to see them. I don't want to see anyone. Do you understand? It's jealousy.
Exactly. Don't be deceived. People think that jealousy is limited to women, would you say?
Yeah.
Or men, whatever. It's both sides. Anyone can fall victim to jealousy. You know, and if not curbed, it can turn into something.
It can turn into something. Now, I think for us, so as we said, you know, we're still painting all the pictures and giving all the examples. So there's been many situations where, you know, I have been jealous, she has been jealous, but what we do as 2 adults is we sit and discuss it. Remember, I said in that movie that the man forced his wife to resign. Do you understand? Against her will. Now, it's a different case if, you know, we now discuss it and then we find a solution. So before dismissing things and before doing your commander-in-chief, always discuss. This is where love comes in. Yes. Remember, jealousy is about love. If there's no longer love, in fact, let me paint something for you. If you look at a scale or like a pendulum, do you understand? In physics, there's a pendulum. You have jealousy here and then you have love here on the scale. Do you understand? Now, jealousy is coming and is weighing the scale. You know, what's it called?
Like imbalance.
Love is going. In fact, let the scale be 3. So there's jealousy, love, and then there's trust. Because there's trust on this, and there's a thin dividing line that when you start being jealous so much and you're doing some other things, then it destroys this trust. Do you understand? So don't let your jealousy outweigh the trust or the love. It will destroy the trust and then destroy the love, and then that's on the beginning or the end of that relationship.
Yeah. So all in the name of love. Don't try and excuse it with love, because if you excuse it with love, that means there's no trust. Yeah. There's actually no trust.
That means there's no trust. So remember again, go back to what we said. We said there's what we call godly jealousy. Now, godly jealousy for me is not a sin. Now remember, the other type of jealousy, which is envy, is a sin. Which is why I believe that you can be jealous and not sin. Yeah. Okay? But however, the actions from your jealousy can lead you to sin. Yeah. Guess what? Because some people, after jealousy, the guy is so jealous because the wife is so beautiful and she gets a lot of attention when she goes out. We've read stories and he's poured hot water on her. Acid. He's used the iron to burn her so her skin is no longer fresh. Do you understand? Now that's an act of wickedness which now becomes a sin.
In the name of love.
In the name of love.
Another thing I think that we need to take care of or be careful of is provoking jealousy. Yeah. So some people know already, you know from the get-go that your spouse already has that, he has a little jealousy, or
yeah.
she has a little jealousy.
She's jealous.
Don't provoke it.
Yeah.
Don't make her get to that point, or don't make him get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't make them more jealous. Basically, I'll give you a perfect example. Do you understand? Very early in our relationship, I was very quick to tell her things like, what is wrong with you? Like, if this relationship should end now, like there's 2 million other girls waiting out there for me. Do you understand? I'm telling her that, do you know how many girls, wish they were in your position? Do you understand? It was very silly of me and very childish.
Not knowing that I'm the only one that can handle you.
But you get the point. A lot of men are quick to say that. A lot of women as well. Women that feel that they're too fine. Do you understand? They feel like if I go out now, do you know how many men?
Want me? Want me now? Thank you.
They're like, do you know how many men will be calling me? Do you understand? Is it because she's settling with this one? Do you understand? You're provoking jealousy. You're
calling their names. Okwe Davis.
So, guys are quick to say that, oh, when I go out with my boys, do you know how many girls are winking at me? Do you
You're
understand?
just doing yourself.
So that's you fueling.
Yeah,
you understand?
that's the word.
You're fueling the jealousy. And obviously, that's when jealousy can now lead to sin, because it now makes the other person do crazy things.
And you've helped them do that.
And you have facilitated that.
You're just turning my rubbish words and you're just taking them to another level.
No,
Hey! Give me 5.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if we have been going on and on, but maybe we should bring this to a conclusion. Okay? So, in conclusion now, it is okay to be jealous. Do you understand?
It's okay.
A husband can be jealous over his wife because he loves her. A wife can be jealous over her husband. So understand that it's okay to be jealous. You understand? We've received a few emails.
It's normal to be jealous.
It's normal.
Normal. That's the word. Normal.
It's in our nature to be jealous, when in love. Okay? So it's okay. But now let's remember that everything, there's modesty. There's modesty to everything.
So limit it.
For
the sake of your relationship.
Thank you.
Peace and happiness. It's just not worth it.
You need to control it. Do you understand? Don't let it control you. You need to control it. And what again did we say? You need to always discuss. As soon as you're feeling that way, as soon as express it.
Don't let it fester in you.
Yeah.
And when expressing it, express it with the view to resolving it. Exactly. Now we can tell you this because we have had numerous arguments over this. It's not like we've expressed it and I've been like, Ayo, this
and you just say it's fine. It's taken us 4 years, literally.
It's taken us
you
years,
understand?
and we're still learning.
Exactly.
We're still learning because I'm still fighting on you.
She's not fighting anyone.
I'm not fighting
you understand? And I thank God for that. But so you might be in a position where there's girls around the man, there's girls, or there's guys around girls around the man, guys around the girl. Do you understand? And you're trying to fight them off. You're fighting your girl, you're fighting your man, you're fighting the other girls. Do you understand? All that is jealousy. But now it takes two people, do you understand, to discuss. Talk about it. With a view to resolve it.
Yes.
Not with a view to pull down.
Or to win the argument.
Or to destroy. With a view to find a solution to the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, we love you.
We love you.
God loves you more.
Defo.
Okay? We're going to let you go now. Please leave your comments below and let us know what you think. Okay? And it's my prayer that, God will help us in our relationships.
Amen.
Even as we continue to guard our, spouses, jealously, God will help us, to do it moderately, with wisdom, and to do it in love, so that it does not destroy the relationship, but rather it builds it into that God-given relationship.
Thank you.
See you in the next video.
Bye.
God bless.
Mickey's been waiting.
Mickey, come and say bye.
Come and say bye. She's actually been waiting patiently.
Bye-bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say I miss you.
I miss you.
What do you want to say to the people? What do you want to say to them?
Bye-bye.
Right. See you later.
See you later. Bye.
She did this. She did this.
Give me what you